Good evening, everyone. This is a regular meeting of the Guam Public Utilities Commission. It's April 25th, 2024. It is 6:40 p.m. All commissioners are present with the exception of Vice Chairman Mr. Peter Montano. First order of business is approval of minutes of March 28th. No, we don't have 27 ready yet. Okay, just March 28th this evening. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve, subject to technical correction.
Second? Joe seconds. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you. Motion passes. Next item is GWA docket 2406, petition for GWA to procure design build for GWA's Upper Tumon campus improvements. We have an ALJ report and a proposed order. Fred?
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman, I have to recuse on this one as GWA is a client of our firm in pending litigation.
Thank you, Mike. Mr. Pangolinan is recused from this docket. Go ahead, Fred.
This would be mine, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, this is yours, Joe. Sorry.
That's all right. So this matter is before the Commission pursuant to a March 12 petition from GWA requesting authority to initiate procurement for a design build contract related to its Upper Tumon campus. And based on what was indicated in their petition, they've asserted that due to the age and damage from Typhoon Mawar, GWA's warehouse, meter testing facility, laboratory, and customer service center, which are all located in Upper Tumon, require some type of repair and renovation. And recognizing that these facilities require such repair, GWA intends on procuring design build contracts to renovate these Upper Tumon campus facilities. And they have submitted that the renovations and repairs will be completed in two parts. Phase one will address renovations to the warehouse as well as the meter testing facility. And phase two will address repairs to its customer service center and its laboratory. Now, with respect to the warehouse and meter testing facility, GWA has maintained that the metal roofing, gutters, and other structures have deteriorated, which were further impacted by the damaging winds of Typhoon Mawar, and that the deterioration and damage have resulted in rainwater leaking through the rooftops, in turn causing damage to the warehouse and adjacent meter testing facility. And they've indicated that based on internal damage assessment, about 4,500 square feet of roofing was ripped off the warehouse building, and about 100 square feet of roofing ripped off of the meter testing facility. Now, both buildings also suffered damage to their ceiling tiles, damage to the gypsum board walls, and damage to their interior spaces. And they've contended that due to the condition of these facilities, the integrity of stored materials and the safety of its occupants have been affected. And in fact, Mr. Chairman, according to GWA, its personnel at the warehouse and meter testing facility have been temporarily relocated to other GWA facilities. And they've also indicated that with respect to the customer service center, improvements are needed in order for the building to meet current requirements of Guam's building, fire, and safety codes. With respect to the compliance laboratory, GWA has submitted that the lab's existing ventilation system needs to be replaced in order to meet U.S. indoor air quality requirements and standards. They've attached a report by one of their consultants that have shown what particular ventilation units need to be installed onto those rooftops. And as part of this review, I looked at the draft procurement documents, and it appears that the project will involve the removal and replacement of existing metal roofing and siding, insulation, roof closure strips, gutters, canopies, exhaust fans, and louvers, among others. It will also involve the demolition and replacement of existing offices at the ground and second floor of the buildings, including walls, ceiling, electrical wires, and telecommunication cables. The work under the contract will, of course, include design analysis, environmental clearance, technical support, detailed engineering drawings, specifications, regulatory approval and permits, construction, including labor, tools, equipment, and materials. And according to GWA, funding for these projects will come from a variety of sources, bond funds, internal and existing capital improvement project funds, FEMA public assistance funds, as well as property insurance claim payments. And they've indicated in their material that the total cost for these projects will be about $8.2 million. So this is about 2.1 million for phase one and about 5 million for phase. And so based on this record, Mr. Chairman, I found that the damaging effects of Typhoon Mawar to the warehouse and meter testing facilities, which include ripped up panels to the existing roof, did in fact compromise the safety of its occupants as well as the quality of any material or equipment stored in the warehouse. GWA has deemed that this situation was so unsafe that in fact they temporarily relocated its personnel to other GWA facilities. In addition, the renovations appear necessary so that this particular building, such as the customer service center building, can satisfy current building and fire safety codes, and that the building that houses the compliance laboratory also needs some upgrades. And again, based on an engineering report provided by GWA's consultant, PNG Engineering, the lab requires the installation of 3 new dedicated outside air units in order to properly ventilate the lab so that it meets acceptable temperature, pressure, and other air requirements. And so based on this record, Mr. Chairman, I recommended that the Commission approve GWA's procurement of this design build contract.
Thank you, Joe. Miguel, any comments?
Chair, just wanted to say we did try to make this phase the project such that we could take advantage of timing of FEMA reimbursements and insurance claims. The phase one projects will primarily address the typhoon damage, and then the phase two will take care of other upgrades that are necessary just for the customer service building and the laboratory, which are not necessarily dependent on the insurance claims or FEMA reimbursement. So it's structured that way. It's also structured that way because of the construction type for the facilities. The warehouse and meter test bench facility are pre-engineered steel structures, so packaging them together makes a lot of sense. And then having the concrete and renovations at the customer service building as the second phase separated out from that will hopefully afford us some economies of scale for the type of construction.
Miguel? Is there going to be an attempt to make the metal structure a little more typhoon-proof in the repairs?
To the extent that we can, we are. So a portion, that's the reason why we're using a combination of funding sources, because FEMA reimbursements will only take care of the damage portion, but we do want to beef up some of the structural members for the steel frame structures, but we're not converting it to concrete.
Okay. Questions from the commission? Doris, go ahead.
We have a reasonable estimate to see how much the company came out, and this how much will come from the insurance proceeds, because I guess then the rest of the materials will
We have submitted cost estimate, damage estimates, and which have been submitted to FEMA to meet the deadlines, but once we get the bids back, that will determine the amounts that they will apply the reimbursement to. And then the insurance proceeds are similar. So we won't know that until we get the bids in. We have already received advance payments from our insurance company for our typhoon damage claims, but it covers more than just these two buildings. So I think we received 1 million, if I'm not mistaken.
So that's for the insurance, what about, have you always been your customer to do?
Only estimates at this point. The reimbursement request cannot be done until you pay it out.
Miguel, with the CIP, they're already funding designated to do the upgrade customer service center?
Yes, that falls under the general plan improvements under our CIP line items. So there is funding available there.
So did FEMA require with the meter testing facility, and because it's Butler, always, you always look at hardening, right? Any damages and stuff so that you don't have a repeated situation.
They do have that mitigation program, but this is public assistance funding, which is just to repair the damages and restore to the pre-technical condition.
Okay, so no mitigation
We're not seeking,
requirements that you have to meet?
not for this. We will, as I mentioned, try to go harden it up a bit, but it's not necessarily in the mitigation type.
Thank you.
How long does it take for public assistance to begin? What's that?
I think that's a difficult question to answer. We've been told, I think it's taken 1 to 2 years to get the funding to come in.
Nothing further. Is there a motion?
So to approve topic 3206.
Thank you. Rowena seconds. Thank you, Joe. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Miguel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Commissioners.
You were to hear GPA docket number 2416, but I think that has been postponed until next month, Joe. Is that correct?
That's right, Mr. Chairman, the docket isn't ready yet.
Okay. And then administrative matters, we have the PUC quarterly financial review. Comments on that, Doris?
Because it's only 6 months to receive all of our income, right now, for the 6 months ended, we have 297,000. But, there's 6 more months of expenses, so that will yeah. And the only other outstanding item is, the student goal from IT was out there, and then listed without the assistance of Fred to help us get our money. Fred is really good for you, for the fund, IT, and then and then along this long.
Right.
And this giving money, so I'm not sure what's happening there.
Thank you. Hopefully he'll respond shortly.
Other than that, what, we did enlist another TCD that right now, it's only showing 100,000. There's one more in April, so it's not something yet in this area here. Most of our access is just past because it's furniture next year's is all and then forward to this year. So we're getting a little bit more money on it. This is likely from ladies that we have to use in the next quarter. So the rate when we reviewed was actually the highest of 5%. So it's still going to be
Final item is our summer meeting schedule. Generally, we will take one of the summer months off, June, July, or August. This is a month when I'm not going to be here, but Doris won't be here. It is, Fred. That was easy. And motion to adjourn. Oh, go ahead.
Right now, I'm not leaving this big part of the meeting.
Motion. Second? All in favor? Thank you, everyone.